Show. I'm Louise Hodges, your host. I'm here with Jerry Bridges, and we're so excited about this garden show because spring has sprung, and there's so much excitement here at LowCo Gardeners. And when you walk around the nursery, what could be more fun than seeing all these wonderful blooms? Spring is here. It's so exciting. So what can we tell our customers?
Well, like you said, spring has sprung and we have so much variety. People don't realize how much variety and choices there are. We have lots of deer-resistant plants, so if you're scared of deer, come here. We have lots of options, dozens of options. This is the time of year for the magnolias to bloom, mandevillas, hydrangeas, blue days. We have blue days, all kinds of things.
And you have every color imaginable here, which is so much fun.
We're trying. We really are.
Because not only are the colors of the blooms so important, but it's the colors of the new growth of green.
And colors of the foliage. You have the chartreuse new growth. It's so pretty. You have things that are purple in color, yellows in color that go well together. So many options. There's options upon options. But all the options are great if they're healthy. The way that you get a healthy plant when you plant is you improve the soil. So can sand hold water?
No.
No, it doesn't hold nutrients either. So when you plant, you have to add basically a net. Was a way to think of it to hold the nutrients. We call that organic matter. Organic matter is decomposed organic matter. It can be mushroom compost. We have a great product called chicken manure compost.
Oh, that is great.
And it adds nitrogen and phosphorus and potassium to the soil over 3 years, like 60%, 30%, 10%.
So it's always giving back.
It's always giving back some, and that also builds up the soil fungi, the mycorrhiza. That is so important.
Absolutely.
You have to build up. People don't understand this, but we have in our own belly something similar. We call it E. coli. E. coli, what they do is help us absorb nutrients that the stomach has digested. The small intestines and stomach digest the food, break it into constituent ions and other molecules, and then E. coli help us absorb it. The same thing's true with plants. Plants need the mycorrhiza. It improves their ability to absorb nutrients by up to 7 times. Not 7%, 7 times. I can't stress how important that is.
A lot of people think, as long as you're watering plants, that's sufficient, but it's not. It's
No.
like you couldn't live on water alone. You have to have nutrition, and same with plants. So if you prepare the soil, it's like living in a healthy place, and it's going to make a much healthier plant.
We've already spoken about the fertilizers, but to stress again, when you plant and you dig a hole that's wider than the root ball, it needs to be wide enough to be able to tamp it down. We're not stomping, we're just tamping, get rid of the air pockets. Air pockets are the death of new plants. And then actually I'm a step ahead of myself, my bad. You have the chicken manure compost that you have mixed about 50-50 with the sand, and then you backfill with that. And
now,
you
when
tamp
you say sand, you're talking about our topsoil.
your soils that you have here.
Right.
And it's not dirt, it's soils. Dirt's what's on your pants or on the floor.
Exactly.
Soils are a living
organism, yeah.
Yeah, they're alive. Then you put down your root stimulator fertilizer, which we have here, and you should always, if you want to have better than a 99% survival rate and the plants to thrive, you stimulate the roots.
You focus on the roots. The roots.
Yes.
The quality of your roots are going to create a successful plant.
Exactly. Then you water it in, and you'll be watering it, and whenever it gets dry, that'll probably be 2 or 3 times a week. When it gets hotter, you'll water more. If you're planting, you never water plants in the ground more every day. If you water every day, you can get fungi.
And also
disease.
They become too dependent.
And they become too dependent.
Yes.
But the big thing I'm worried about is disease. So you've done this. One final thing is you have to have your root ball above the soil line. If you don't, if you cover the root ball with soil, roots get their oxygen from the air. They do not get it from the leaves. You have smothered them, and they will die. period.
Absolutely. We have got a great show ahead. We're going to talk a lot about deer-resistant plants, and we're going to talk about the Greenbug system to keep the bugs out of your garden. We are filming here at LowCo Gardeners, and you need to come by, so tell us where you're located.
We're located at the base of the Paris Island Bridge across the street from Food Lion.
Stay tuned. We've got a great show coming up.